perfect.
A lot of people are asking about how you're doing and how you've been and what's going on. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. In the gym, getting ready. And as soon as I get the confirmation on the date, then we'll be ready to go.
Okay. You may or may not be aware that this weekend we have 3 heavyweight fights. First, I will talk about David Haye, the return of the Haymaker, against the man that you may or may not know, Mark De Moray.
Yeah, I know him.
Mark De Moray.
Yeah, he was with Don King for a couple of years. And we fought on the same card a couple of times also.
Okay.
So yeah, I know him. Well, I don't know now because the last time I picked a fight, I was wrong. There's a lot of surprises lately, so. But no, I would go with David Haye. I think David Haye will stop him between maybe from. It shouldn't go more than 8 rounds.
Okay. I don't know how much you know about Mark De Moray in the sense that I heard the story that Mark De Moray would have been your next challenger had you beaten Deontay Wilder.
I never had any words or nobody mentioned anything like that to me before the fight with Deontay.
Okay, so that was just paper talk, or that was just rumors,
right.
But no truth.
Right.
Okay, fair enough. So, how do you feel about the Haymaker coming back into the world of boxing?
I think it's good. There's a guy, a fighter like him, that's very skilled and has a lot of abilities. I mean, it's good for the competition. You know, I don't see it as something that's not going to make any change. I mean, it's going to be good because it gives the heavyweight division a lot more competition.
Do you think at 35 years old, we know David Haye's been out in the ring for almost three years and a bit, do you think he'll still have that speed and power and movement, explosiveness, or do you think he would have slowed a touch?
I would think so. I mean, I don't know about him, but I would say it all depends on what you do when you're not in the ring.
Right.
So, you know, if he was taking care of business the last 3 years and he was, certain fighters or certain athletes, and one day when they go away, they tend to go and under the parties and doing God knows what, and then when they try to come back, and it's obviously not going to be like when they left.
Right. Okay.
But I believe that if you take care of your body and you take care of yourself, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. He says, the reports are that he's going to come in a bit heavier now. He's not going to try and come in like almost just as a cruiserweight going into the heavyweight division. Now he's going to come up a little bit more bulkier, a little bigger, put a bit more muscle on, as they say. Is that going to affect him?
If I was him, I would come in the same way I left.
Why'd you say this?
Look at the guys he fought. Like he fought the big Russian flyweight.
Yep.
He looked great. And he fought who else he fought? He fought Ruiz. He looked. That's another fight that he in the heavyweight division. I think he was like between 115 and 120, something like that.
Yeah.
And he looked very fast and very he was on the P's and Q's, you know. So personally, me, I would, if I was him, I would try to come back around the same weight that I left.
Okay. Mark De Moraes I think he's been out with Croatia with a new trainer. He's been out with him a while now. Do you know anything about this trainer? I think he trained some Olympic fighters back then. Do you know anything about his training camp or what Mark De Moraes offers?
No, I know it's a guy that likes to fight on the inside.
Yep.
He's kind of like got a little bit of that Tyson style.
Right.
But he's fighting somebody that's extremely smart on the outside.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I mean, with the experience that David Haye has, and you know, he's been undisputed cruiserweight, and he's been I think WBA. Yep. Heavyweight. With the experience that David Haye has, I don't think that's going to help him. I think, and also, we all know that David Haye has a right hand and both hands. He can knock anybody out from both hands. So I don't really see it happening.
De Moraes got done in a round by a guy called Digger. I can't find the tape anywhere on YouTube, which is even more alarming. And David Haye says that the Dominator's never been dominated, but when I go and do my research, a guy in Australia called Digger chinned him in a round. Does that bode well for De Moraes?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I seen the wrong person. I don't know who that is. But like I said, it's all going to come down to the experience.
Okay. So you're going Haye with this one. Haye inside 8 rounds.
Yes.
If De Moraes were to upset the apple cart, where would that put De Moraes in world boxing?
Oh, that would give him a lot of credit. That would give him, he would be maybe something like Tyson Fury, but without the belts.
Wow.
David Haye is it's not like an opponent. He's still relevant.
Yep.
He's still, in my personal opinion, he's still somebody fighter that's like a world class fighter.
Okay.
Still a prize fighter. So it would probably put Mark De Moraes
right up there.
Yeah, I mean, he would be one of them contenders. I mean, he would be high. I mean, to me personally, I don't know what's going to happen because you know boxing sometimes is funny sometimes.
Yeah.
But it should boost. If De Moraes wins the fight, it should put him in a great position.
Well, while we mentioned the word Tyson Fury, and you know you've had Christmas and the New Year to reevaluate a few things. What does it feel like knowing that the top man in the division now, as you wake up in the morning and you have to hear, is Tyson Fury? What does that mean to you as a heavyweight contender and a former heavyweight champion of the world?
Well, it proves to me that I was wrong.
Well, okay. I will let you live it down. It's okay. We can make mistakes.
Yeah, but no, I'm really happy for him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the division. It kind of. That's like having a house that was the door was closed, the window was closed, and Tyson just opened the window so a little bit of air can come inside it. So air a little bit. It's a new breeze. It's a new beginning. Yeah. Now all he got to do now is just go back in there and beat him again, because if you lose to Klitschko, then we're back to square one. Not really, because he got stripped from the IBF.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, by the way? The IBF stripping. What did you think about that?
Well, I think that's any of those belts that out there, that's their policy or their rules. If you don't defend the title, then you get stripped or something. I mean, it's good because it opens another door. So now there's two titles that's kind of like open, and it's not detained by one individual.
Yeah, I see that. So while we're on it, the two individuals that will be fighting for that IBF title are Glazkov and Charles Martin. What do you know about either guy?
I don't know anything. I saw is he from Ukraine?
Yes, Glazkov.
Yeah, he's from Ukraine. I saw him. I saw a few rounds when he fought Cunningham.
Yep.
Just a little bit, but I didn't see too much of him. And Martin, I've never seen him before.
Okay.
I don't know what he's like. I can't just go with ice and just pick one. I don't really know about Martin. But from what I saw with
Glazkov,
the fight, against Cunningham, it was a close fight from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't know. I can't pick anybody on this one. This is it's a tough one.
Okay, we can move on. There is somebody else fighting on the same night. And I'm sure you know who he is. He's got the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World.
Right.
And he's defending against Arthur Szpilka. What are your thoughts about this fight? I know before you've been pretty critical of the level of opposition. Szpilka is a step up, is he not?
I would hope he is. I would hope he is. I don't know. Like I said, do I want anybody to beat him? No, I don't. Because personally, I would want to be that person. But if he just step up, I think he is.
Right.
And I think I've just seen that Ronnie Shields was training him.
Yes.
So I think Ronnie Shields knows what he's doing, and I would for that fight. I think I'll go with Wilder, but I think I don't know. Maybe it's 50-50.
50-50.
But the fact that Ronnie Shields is involved with
Szpilka.
Yeah. I would think that Ronnie Shields would. I don't know. We might see an upset.
See, the thing is, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was with the whole Ronnie Shields and Szpilka. But then people have said, oh, well, Szpilka got beat by Bryant Jennings. But then, swings and roundabouts. I think Szpilka wasn't taking the sport as seriously.
Yeah, but Styles
makes fights.
Makes fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from what I heard, that he's a good fighter. Can he take a punch? I don't know. We all know Deontay can't take a punch. But I don't know. I would go for the. Honestly, what I think is going to happen. What I want to happen, I think that Szpilka would beat him. But I think what's going to happen is he's going to give him a tough fight. It's gonna be a close fight, but they're gonna give it to Wilder.
Okay.
That's what I think is gonna happen.
Okay. Have you? Is there anything that you've seen since you've lost your title to Wilder? Do you think he's improved as a fighter, or do you think he's still the same, doing the same things?
Improved. You can't improve fighting the C-class fighters. You know, just you'll see what I'm saying. If ever he fights a guy like Povetkin, this is where you'll realize what I'm saying. So improve. He's doing what he's supposed to do, knocking everybody out. But then this is where everybody expects because of the level of opposition. But like I said, improve now. But he keeps doing what he's doing, knocking everybody out. But I can't say that he's improving.
One of the things people say to me is Bermane Stivern's always saying how Wilder can't take a punch, but he took all of Bermane Stivern's punches, so he must be able to take a punch.
What punches? No, he didn't. I hit him one time in the 6th round, and he was dancing. He was dancing all over the place, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I barely touched him the whole fight. I didn't. I mean, I don't know who watched the fight, who said that about me punching him, but I barely touched him.
People say, the other thing is, these are stuff that I'm getting back from people via YouTube. They say, oh, well, Wilder put on a boxing masterclass against Stivern. Stivern can't fight well against tall guys. What's the other thing? Stivern got found out by a better boxer. And what are your thoughts about things like this? And people are kind of writing you off now, saying that's the end of Bermane Stivern.
Yeah. These people. I mean, everybody got their opinion. Obviously, if we were to fight it again, it would be a different fight, a totally different fight. Wilder, I think my health, what I had going on, my health situation that night, Wilder should knock me out, and he couldn't knock me out when I was sick. So he's definitely not gonna knock me out when I feel good.
Let's go back into this. Go on. Let's go back into this 6th thing a second, because there are stories. People are suggesting that maybe something was wrong with you that night. Others are saying you may have been poisoned. Others are saying that it was just down to a better boxer being in the ring with you. What do you put it down to yourself?
No, I mean, the dehydration caused this something called. It was a weird name. Rhabdomyolysis, something like that.
Okay.
And this is something that when you want to do something, go as far as picking up a pencil, it's like it's hard for you to do it.
Wow.
And I mean, these are my excuses. This is what happened. When I got hospital. I was diagnosed with that, and like I said, because of that, I lost the title. But if we were to fight one more time, it would be a totally different story. Because of everything he was throwing at me, I've seen everything, and it was because of what I couldn't do in the ring. I wasn't allowed to do what I wanted in the ring, but I seen everything coming at me, and I seen the way he fights, and he's a very fragile. He's not strong physically. People think that he has, because of his record, everything he touched will fall, but that's not the case. I've seen fighters that hits harder than Deontay. Arreola hits way harder than him.
What?
Yes, sir. And I kid you not. I've been hit by Robert all night with a right hand, and I never went down. Arreola catch me with maybe the 2 fights. He got me with 3 right hands. Like, all 3 hurt me. And when I say hurt me, it hurt me. You know. But I stood up and continued or whatever. But to me, Robert's right hand compares to Arreola's right hand. Arreola had my attention a whole lot better than.
But I have to take you back to that first round with yourself and Wilder, and he looked like he hurt you quite badly in the first round. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not. It doesn't. You know that in boxing, there's punches that hurt you. There's punches that would
disorientate you.
Yeah, and it's not like just a few people that hit me with right hand really hurt me and made me like, you know how you got that drunk feeling.
Yes.
But you got sometimes you get punched and you get dropped. But then it doesn't even hurt. You know,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's some people that will hit you with a right hand, and that right hand will hurt you and would have you be careful the whole fight.
Right.
Yeah, you know. And Deontay is not the type of guy that would hurt you and hurt you, like really hurt you, like ouch, it hurts. That's not how he punches. With Arreola, maybe the first fight in the 9th round or 6th round, I got a right hand from him. It didn't hurt. And in the second fight, that 3rd round, I remember that right hand, he got me with a right hand. And that right hand hurt. It hurt me. But, you know, I was able to, I moved and came back. But, no, if I know for sure. I mean, I fought both of them, and to me personally, Arreola got a better right hand than Deontay.
Okay, moving on with your own career, do you feel concerned at all about age? Maybe being locked out of the heavyweight division and not being able to get a chance to get a world title shot again. Do those things concern you at all as a fighter, or is it just a matter of time before you think you'll be up, you know, challenging for a world title again?
No, that's just a matter of time. Age, no. I don't abuse my body. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do none of that stuff.
Right.
I'm always active. And you know, it's not like I'm a flyweight. It's a heavyweight, or like more durable than the other weight class. Right. You know. So no, the age is not an issue, and also, like I said, this year, I know that I will fight before a title one more time. So it's just a matter of time, and all I gotta do is just keep ready and keep myself in the gym, and more importantly, when I'm outside the gym. Be really responsible and careful about what I do outside the gym.
Interesting. When you say that, what does that mean?
Well, most athletes or fighters, it's only when they, when I say that, I speak for me as well, in the past, only when we get a date or we get a fight, we tend to cut the sugar, cut the everything that's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the way to do it is all year round.
Right.
Even when you're off camp. Even after the fight, after you're not in camp, you're supposed to do the same thing that you're doing in camp.
Right.
As an athlete, as a professional athlete.
Okay. I want to ask you this. I've been asking you a few questions, but this question in particular, I've wanted to ask you, and every time I've spoken to you, I've never got it out, but I'm going to get it today. Looking back at watching you box in the World Championships against the likes of Robert Helenius and David Price, those guys are 6'5" plus, and the Bermane Stiverne I saw there had lots of head movement. You know, you're shorter than those guys. You're able to get inside the jab, roll under, throw your big hooks. That Bermane Stiverne compared to the Bermane Stiverne, it's a 2015, 2014. Either it's mobility or you seem to be less, or maybe the word is less mobile than you were back in the days of when you fought the likes of Price and Helenius. Is that down to a conscious decision of your own, or
no?
Go ahead.
No, not really, because even when we got ready for Wilder,
yep.
we went back to this to the head movement and getting inside and being very aggressive.
Yep.
And counter punching.
Right.
You know, but like I said, I wasn't able to do that because of my situation.
Right.
But no, it depends on what fight. Even in the amateurs,
right.
I would fight if I fight somebody that's the same height as me or shorter than me.
Yep.
You know, just like when I fought Areola.
Yep.
I would never go and be aggressive like he's aggressive. I had to box him. I had to move around.
Right.
Or I could have just stayed with him, which if you look at the first fight, the first 2 rounds, that's what I did. I went in there and stay with him and go toe to toe with him.
Right.
But then I changed it after in the 3rd round. That's when I started boxing.
Right.
But like I said, even in the amateur, I always prefer guys that's taller than me. People always say like they said because Deontay beat me that I can't fight a taller fighter. I'd rather fight a guy that's taller than me than shorter or the same height as me. I'd rather guys that's taller than me. It's just that night, you know, I couldn't pull the trigger.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about a fight that happened in the UK. Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua. Did you get to see that fight?
I saw it.
What did you think?
Well, I would have hoped because I think he said that his shoulder, he hurt his shoulder or his shoulder give up.
Yep.
Or something. It would have been interesting to see them fight. Both guys fight like healthy and everybody don't have any problems and they just go at it. It would have been interesting to see. But I think was it the 2nd round or 3rd round? He kind of hurt Joshua.
Right.
With a right hand, I believe.
And body shots as well.
Yes. So, but Joshua took it. He took it pretty good. Came back. You know, it's. I don't know. It's. I don't want to take the credit off what Joshua did because he did came back and knocked him out.
Yep.
But if like White said that he hurt his
shoulder.
His shoulder. I would love to see. Well, to put it like this, if I would love to see any rematch, I would love to see that rematch.
Let's go a little further. How does Bermane Stiverne tackle Anthony Joshua? Come on, man! You knew that was coming. You walked into that one.
Right.
Is okay? Let's put it this way, because I mean you're an experienced guy. So I mean,
honestly talking, I was just about to say that. Honestly, personally, I would think I would have because of his style. He's a great fighter, a strong fighter, very strong, a lot of potential. I think that he will be champion one day. But for now, I just think that I got too much strength for him.
Okay. Is that something that's beneficial to Bermane Stiverne, or are you looking more world honors now?
Well, anything that would get me to the gold, I don't say no to.
Right. Okay.
So any fight, just to fight, I will. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I will refuse. Any fight to get me where I need to go, it doesn't matter who it is, I will take.
Okay, well then in that case, I've got to mention the name King Kong, because your name was at one point. At one point was
But I told you about. I told you about this.
I know you did.
It was for the interim title.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah.
You know, so they sent me the contract. Listen, I didn't even really read the contract. All I knew it was for the interim WBA, and I just signed. I signed the contract. It initial everywhere, put a date, and I sent it back. What happened after this, I don't know. Is what most people don't know, but I don't know. I just signed the contract. Initial, put the date, and send it back. And I went back to the gym, getting ready for to fight Southpaw, obviously, to fight King Kong. But after that, it was out of my hand. It was not much. Why it didn't happen, I don't know. Never asked. It just didn't happen.
Bermane Stiverne has got superpowers. What you actually did, Bermane, is that you shapeshifted and you became Bryant Jennings. That's what happened.
But I mean, this fight, before they offered me the fight, it was supposed to be Bryant Jennings, and they called me. They're like, hey, he was supposed to fight Bryant, and Bryant pulled out.
Right.
Do you want to take it? My exact word was, send me the contract. They sent me the contract. The money was good. I didn't have to negotiate about the money. I was happy about the money. Happy about the fight. Happy about the opportunity to be to fight for the interim, the BBA, and I signed a contract.
But do you see?
Like I said,
do you see that fight? I mean, did you see that fight as high risk and low reward, though?
The high risk with
Ortiz.
No, not at all. Not at all. Have you seen the fight?
I saw the fight of him and Jennings.
And we all know Jennings fight better than this.
Yes.
We all know he fight better than this. I don't know what happened, but we all know that the way he fought that fight with Ortiz, that's not how he usually fights. And he actually fought better when he fought Klitschko. So I don't know. Something happened. I don't know if it was a lack of training or I don't know, but something happened. So, but the way he fought Ortiz that night, that's not how he usually fights.
And yourself? Do you see Ortiz as the biggest threat in world boxing, in heavyweight boxing at the moment?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Is that just is that a macho thing, or is that just saying, look, I just don't see it?
No, I don't say. I can't say he's a threat. Is he a good fighter? Yeah, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't go as far as saying he's a threat. For example, if you would have put Ortiz and David Haye in the ring together, I don't think he would pass David Haye.
Wow.
It's but to me, like when I say he's not a threat, I'm not saying that he's a bum or he's nothing or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But he's just a guy that you got to get ready for. It's just like Arreola. Arreola was a big threat for everybody. Arreola was I was supposed to get knocked out by Arreola, but if you prepare yourself wisely and the way you're supposed to prepare yourself to fight anybody, then you should prevail.
In your mind, is there anybody that you can see yourself on a definite collision course with? Like for me, I can see, and I don't know why I keep feeling, I can see Bermane Stiverne and Bryant Jennings somewhere along the line fighting. I can see that fight. There's certain fights you can just see happening, like, and they're like fantasy fights. Bermane Stiverne versus Derek Chisora, things like that. You know, just fantasy fights, and obviously the fight that everyone was talking about back then, the rumor, Haye versus Stiverne. In your own mind, do you see any fight? Are there any fights out there that you say that'd be interesting? That's a nice fight. I wonder. Is there anything, or would you just keep quiet on that?
Answer that question don't get me in trouble. Not trouble, but it's gonna start rumors.
Well, no, but there would be rumors because you would have said something and people would have heard your voice saying it. So,
well, I mean, there's a couple guys out there that should be very interesting. It should be a good fight. The one fight I keep hearing for the past maybe 2 months.
Yep.
Or 3, and it's like people are just texting me about it and sending me a message on Instagram, my DM.
Yep.
Is Anthony Joshua.
There you go.
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, but everybody is like, "Are you fighting him? Are you fighting next? Are you fighting next?"
Because they're looking for an opponent. They're looking for an opponent. Without just being disrespectful, do you consider yourself an opponent? That's the thing.
You know, I have something that I always. Of course, I'm not an opponent, but being an underdog. There's something about being the underdog I always prevail when I am the underdog.
Right.
But I mean, these are opinions and these are just people talking. So it don't really matter how they see me or if I'm the opponent or if I'm the if I'm the one that's the headliner. To me, at the end of the day, is when you find an opponent, there's always a risk that opponent wins the fight.
Right.
You know, if they want to see me I don't see none of the guys I fight as an opponent. Because anything that happens, this is boxing. This is a heavyweight. It takes one punch, and the night is over. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like I said, it's a fight that a lot of people have been texting me or even text. Yeah, I received like 3 texts. Congratulations for the fight with Anthony Joshua, and I'm like, what? Where did you hear that? Like, I never had that. But I mean, these are fighters that. Anybody that's ranked higher than me, these are the fights that
you're interested in.
That I'm interested in, and he's ranked right before me. Yeah, why not? Hey, you know what? Anything to bring boxing back. Anything to have the fans Happy. Why not? Why not do it?
Bermain, listen. Let's be honest, yeah. The pound pays more than $1. You know that, don't you?
I do know. I do know. And that's one of the reasons why, if that contract would be sent to me, I would sign a contract without looking at stuff. Why not? Hey, at the end of the day, why always I don't want to act like I don't see people that's in front of me or trying to avoid people. I'm not going to avoid anybody. If it's a fight that don't make sense to get me where I need to go, of course I'm not going to take it. But if it's a fight that has a lot of
sense,
that will get me into a position. But right now I'm on a perfect. I have where I am right now, where I'm ranked. I'm pretty much in a good position. So any fights right now should be a major fight. So I don't back down. I won't back down from anybody. This is do or die. You know. This is we got to fight. All these tune up. I did my tune up. I'm done with it, and now let's go to work.
So what you're basically saying, the next fight Bermain Stiverne will be a big fight.
You have to clarify that,
huh? You know me now. You know me now.
You know this method. Yeah, sort of. So yeah. I mean,
sort of, yeah.
No, it is going to be a major fight. So we're looking at March, April.
Okay. Now, when you say we got to clarify something, because I've heard people talk, and I'm no disrespect to you. I've heard other people say, "I'm going to be in a big fight. I'm going to be in a big fight," and they're like, "All right, let's see. This man's going to be in a big fight." And then you hear the announcement, and it's a big fight because their name's attached to it, but then you see the opponent and the person's ranked 20th in the world, 23rd and 25th in the world, 30th in the world, big fight. And I'm like, hold on, you just told me big fight. And, you know, so is it a big fight?
Well, let me rectify this for you. My opponent or whoever I fight will be a bigger caliber than the WBC champ fights. How does that sound?
And you know that for sure.
For sure.
Well, okay. He's fighting Svilka now. Svilka's, I think, isn't Svilka in the top 10?
Daisy?
I don't know.
I don't know because he goes from 100 to 1. We don't go from 1 to 100.
Did you send Deontay a Christmas card by any chance?
Excuse me?
Did you send him a Christmas card by any chance?
No, I didn't. I haven't had a chance. This is truly, whether he's a champion or he's not champion, this is a fight that I want so bad. I want it so bad. Whether he's a champion or not, it has to be. Yeah, we got to do it one more time. We have to.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business. But I believe God works in mysterious ways. So eventually, somehow, some way, I'll see him again.
Wow. I think we can end on that. Bermain Stiverne. I will say this, that the fans, and there are many, many fans you have around the world, and I get a lot of them saying to me, when are you going to talk to Bermain again? When are you going to talk to Bermain again? And people say to me, Bermain Stiverne, you know, that guy is cool. He's lightening up. I said, well, 'cause I'm asking some decent questions. That's probably why. And he's a good guy. So,
yeah, I mean, the probably the people that, apart from my family,
yes,
probably the who kept me who helped me back to get up and back, and then and having my second win, so to speak, was the fans.
yeah,
You know, I had for some reason I had more respect, or more like I said, respect, losing the title than win the title.
right.
So a lot of people that came at me, and you know, I thank them for that. The fans that DM me and or I see in the streets or at events, they were really I appreciate their words and messages. You know, they really helped me out to go forward, to move forward.
How do people follow you, Bermain, on social media?
I'm mostly on Instagram, Facebook. It's Team Stavern,
Right.
and Twitter. Oof, I haven't tweeted in maybe a year,
Right.
and that's about it. Instagram is Berman Stavern. Twitter is B Stavern.
Right.
Not Berman Stavern. Somebody else made an account on my name. I've been reporting that for the past year, but they haven't done anything with it. That's why I don't tweet, because my real Twitter is B Stavern, not Berman Stavern.
Right. Okay.
Instagram is Berman Stavern, and Facebook is Team Stavern.
Right. Well, if you suddenly get a rush of people on social media, you know what happened.
Thank you, sir.
Champ, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for talking to Bayloric TV as always.
All the time.
Take care, Champ.
Thank you.